Hey guys,
Hello.
we are here to tell you guys about how we met.
You have to welcome them to the channel first, babe.
Okay.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming. We are the Walters. He doesn't know how to do these intros.
Okay. So this is our second video, so we can get better at this, right? So you do it.
Hi guys. Welcome back, or welcome. If it's the first time watching, this is only our second video. Should have probably been our first video, so.
Yeah, the first video was just a little tester, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to get a little bit of feedback. We got that. We figured out what we needed to get, so here we are.
Yeah. So if you guys follow us on Instagram, or just like even when we meet people out in general, they're always like, "How did you guys meet?"
That's always the first question. So we're gonna share that with you guys. This guy at this mentoring program, and he invited me out to this barbecue. One of his boys, Dewan, big ups to Dewan too, for having a birthday when he did. Yeah, he was having a birthday party and a birthday celebration all weekend, and he invited me to it. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, he said it was going to be a nice little crowd. So I was excited about it because I hadn't really known any young, professionals in the area. So I was excited. So I went there. The first night was what was the first night? The Friday? Was that the Friday night?
I don't know that.
Wow.
How did she even come on?
That was Alexa.
Anyway, so shout out to BCAM. BCAM and I went to FAMU, the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, the greatest HBCU in the land.
We could have left all of that out of the video.
So I know him from there, and then I moved back home to Florida. I never left Florida. I was in Tallahassee, but I moved back home to Jacksonville, Florida, and I was super pissed about it because I was supposed to start my life in Atlanta, like my new career. I had just graduated with my nursing degree, but unfortunately I did not pass my NCLEX like I was supposed to, like I had planned and like I had dreamt of. That's another video for another day. So anyways, that failure led me back here, back home, and I didn't really know anybody or too many people that were in Jacksonville. I did not want to be back here because there's nothing here. So anyways, BCAM had invited me out for a series of events, and I was like, sure, why not? I have nothing else to do. I need to meet new people, get new friends. And so the Friday night they were going out to a club called Sweet, and we were pre-gaming at his friend Dewan's house. I was the first person there, which is crazy because I probably lived the farthest away from everybody. So just meeting everybody who came through the door, hanging out. There's some other people from FAMU who are in Jacksonville. So they had came and partied, and I knew them from school as well. And so we went out that night. Apparently he was there too.
Yeah, so I walked in. I just had some shorts on and a t-shirt because I didn't intend to go to the club. I wasn't, I didn't like clubbing at that point. I just didn't like the idea of it. So anyways, I arrived. Fashionably late, you know what I'm saying? Fresh haircut and everything. You know what I'm saying? Looking good. So I walked in, everybody's pre-gaming, everybody's, having a good time. I didn't know anybody, so I was kind of, reserved, laid back. But I was scoping out my, the surroundings. I didn't speak to her that Friday night. This was April the 15th, 2016. That was a Friday night. Yeah, I know she's surprised that I remember the date, but I do. So, I got a drink, everybody was turning up, getting ready for the club, and then, that was the first night that I saw her. And she had on this olive green dress. Let me tell you all about black women in olive green, right? There's something special about that. And I know my brothers out there can agree with me. Anyways, so I saw her, and the first thing I saw was her smile, which, you know, that's the first thing that everybody sees about her. She's always laughing. And I was like, wow. You know, she just exuded a level of vibrance that was a little different than usual. And I didn't speak to her that night, like I mentioned before. So, you know, everybody left, and they went to the club, and then I think I just went back to my apartment that night because, you know, that was it for me. So the following night was, I guess, a continuation of the birthday celebration, and it was at the same spot. So it was at the one's apartment or whatever, and I had went back to the barbecue. She was also there.
I was there, but I had been with these people all day. Like, they had a birthday brunch, and
I didn't go to the brunch.
He didn't go to the brunch. I still didn't meet him. So, like, by the time the barbecue officially started, like, I was gone. But anyway, so the food, like, everybody brought food over. The guys were on the grill. Everybody was just fellowshipping, having a really good time. One of my friends from school had, like, came running out, and I was out on the patio, I don't know, doing whatever I was doing. And she was like, Rucker, and that's what they call me. That's what people still call me, which is my maiden last name. She was like, this guy just asked me to make him his plate, and she's like, I don't even know who he is. And I was like, oh, hell no, who did it? So I went inside to figure out who the hell was so bold to ask her to make her plate. Like,
that was my way of starting a conversation. I hadn't really spoken to anyone. So it was time to eat. All the food was off the grill or whatever. And this girl was passing out plates. So I was being a little smart and slick. And I was like, so you're going to pass me my plate, but you're not going to make my plate for me? So whatever. That started a whole conversation.
Yeah.
So
then I think you guys got into, like, a discussion about Caribbean food. They're both from the Caribbean. I was in my own little world, just, like, around the conversation, listening, but not really in it because I can't relate. I'm just from here. And then somehow the conversation shifted to, like, where do you go to school? And so, of course, she was repping FAMU, and I had to tag team in with her, and then he...
She was repping what?
FAMU.
What's that?
Don't start.
Can I get an Aggie pride?
Oh, God, here we go. So, anyways, he comes in with some slick comment about FAMU, and I was like, excuse me, sir? What? And the way that he was dressed was, like, so very not...
Fresh.
He calls it fresh.
Oh, smooth.
Whatever. But, anyways, he did not give me that he also went to an HBCU. So I was ready to give it to him.
Might as well fly.
Left and right.
Might as well fly.
Then he said he went to, what's that school you went to?
The North Carolina A&T State University.
Whatever. So I was like, all right, cool, I guess. You went to an HBCU. And at that time, I had a crush on this other guy, and he just so happened to text me, like, right in that moment, like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, shit. I need to text him back. I want him to come to the function. And for whatever reason, I don't know why this happens to me sometimes, but I get, like, really stupid when I have a crush on somebody and I can't figure out, like, what to say. So.
And at this point, I wasn't interested in her. I was happy to be talking with her, but I wasn't necessarily. I'm not the aggressive type, so the fact that she was talking to someone I respected that. I just met her. We just started talking. So my conversation with her was not direct. We were just talking about school.
Just talking about
You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about her, so it was a nice, fluent conversation. I'm like a Webster dictionary, man, you know what I'm saying? So my words are just, you know what I'm saying? So
he should work for Hallmark in his next life. He actually does have
I got some
really nice...
I got some real deep lines.
Yeah.
I'm going to share that with y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all going to have to pay for that.
So I asked him, I was like, oh, can you help me text? Can you help me text him? I'm so sorry.
So I was like, sure.
So to make a long story short, he helps me text the guy, and the guy basically doesn't end up coming.
She sent the guy a really nice picture that she took that day. She had got her hair done. I don't know. You did your makeup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did her makeup.
Lashes on. I was cute. Slightly.
Yeah, she was looking really nice. And she sent it to the guy, and asked him to come to the barbecue. And his response, what was his response?
So he had to study or something.
He said he was studying for a test that was on Tuesday. And if you're following correctly, you'll remember that this was a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I'm thinking is, if you're talking with someone and you like them or whatever the case may be, or even if you're hitting it, whatever the case may be, if she texts you a nice looking picture and she asks you to, or she tells you that she wants you to come wherever she's at, even if you go for a few minutes, don't just go. I mean, that was my thought process, but don't text what you're doing or where you're at and not be willing.
Not come.
Right. Which is a little.
You lost.
Anyway.
You snooze. You snooze, you lose.
You lose.
Back to us. So he's like, forget him. We're going to have a good time. So that's what we did. We hung out literally for the rest of the night. We were talking, drinking.
Your boy scooped that. Anyways, how it went though?
It didn't go that smoothly like how he's thinking.
No, it didn't go like how you're thinking. You didn't know what the plan was. But as soon as old boy didn't show up, I was like, boy, watching? I went to work. Anyway, so we had a good night though. I think we were both looking for churches. And it just so happened that, I forgot the name of the church right now, but... Impact, yeah. So it just so happened that we were both thinking about going to Impact on that Sunday. So the fact that we were thinking the same obviously motivated us a little bit more, and we went to church the next morning. So then after church, I told her, what did I tell you? That we need to talk?
Yeah, he walked me to my car and he was so serious, and I was like,
Yeah.
He was like, we need to have a conversation, and I'm like, about what?
Yeah, but I just wanted to see if her happiness that I experienced the night before was genuine. So, people say that you go through experiences in life and those experiences make you look for something or whatever the case may be. So I went through, I experienced certain things. So I wanted to see if it really was genuine or if it was the alcohol or what the case was, whatever the case may be. So I told her I wanted to talk.
Another date. Well, it wasn't even a date before. We had just met. So he wanted to explore whatever this might possibly end up in. So yeah, that's how we met.
That is how we met. Your boy was smooth. She didn't see it coming because...
I clearly missed all the smoothness.
Yeah, she really did, but that's how you gotta do it, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach y'all a little something about that. But yeah, that's how we met, and we'll share with you guys, how it was while we were dating, And we'll also share with you guys the first and the second year of marriage. So more videos to come.
Thanks for watching.
What's the subscribe part?
Oh, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe for more. And leave comments if you have questions for us and anything that you might want us to address or answer.
Let us know.
Let us know.